Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Allegro. Thank you so much for coming back to watch yet another video. And if you are new here, please do take a moment to subscribe to the channel and join our growing YouTube family. We are well on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to reach that milestone by the end of the year. So if you have not yet subscribed, please do take a moment to subscribe. It only takes you a second. In fact, you can stop the video, find the subscribe button. It's a red little button. It's absolutely free. Click on that and come back to watch the video. So today's video, I want to talk about romanticizing your life. And I know this topic has been covered quite a lot on YouTube, on social media, and I've been meaning to do a video about it, and I'm finally getting to it. This is something that I have done all my life without knowing that they call it romanticizing your life. I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube on this topic, and when I think about it, I remember very well when I was 22 or 22, 23. I had my first apartment and I was staying by myself, and my business was getting there. I was starting to see that, okay, there's profits here, I'm making the money, things are happening, and I would take care of myself. And not just because money was starting to come in. Even before then, I have always liked nice things. I've always loved doing nice things for myself, even with the little that I had. I think romanticizing your life doesn't have to cost a thing. Absolutely zero. Of course, there are more luxurious and expensive things that you can add to your romanticizing your life category, and things like perhaps going on shopping sprees, booking the finest restaurants, fine dining, traveling business class, first class, you name it, hopping from one country to another. But it doesn't have to be all of that. Romanticizing your life can also be something as simple as running a bubble bath at home. I love to do this at least once a week. I will just have my little me time. It's often on Sundays, where I call it my self-care Sunday routine. I will really just take like an hour away from the kids, away from my family, just to be by myself. And this is not even out of my house. This is literally me just going upstairs, running a bath, taking time to actually relax and be present with myself, not just rushing. You know how in the morning you take a quick shower, you dress up, you go downstairs, you have your breakfast, you're out the door and you're out for the day, or you're working from home, and it's just all of that. And before you know it, it's 6 p.m., you're making dinner, you're getting the kids ready for bed, and where you don't really do things in a very enjoyable pace, in a very calm manner. So for me, I love to just run a bubble bath, add some bath salts, add some candles, have my favorite drink, and just grab a book or listen to some music and just sit and do nothing, not have like mommy this, mommy that, or whatever, and just really be by myself. So you can run a bubble bath. You can take time to just spend half an hour reading a book. That is romanticizing your life. You can go pick some flowers. I love picking roses. We have I lost the word now, but there's a place that grows and sells roses nearby our neighborhood, and I love going there when the roses are ready to be picked. I actually will call them and I'm like, are there roses, are they ready, it's the season to pick? And they're like, yeah, sure, come through, or no. So I love rose picking and picking my own roses and arranging my own bouquet, and coming back and just really putting it together nicely in a nice vase. And whether I'm putting that and whether I'm putting that in my bedroom or my office or down in the living room, the kitchen, it really just brightens up my day. So buying yourself flowers, you don't always have to wait for people to buy you flowers, be it on a special occasion such as your birthday or graduation or an anniversary. But it can really just be something that you treat yourself to, either once a week, every 2 weeks, or once a month even. However you like to do it. I think it's very important. And if you're not a flower person, I know not everybody is into flowers, get yourself whatever little treat that you love treating yourself to. It could be a box of chocolates, a bar of chocolates, it could be your favorite drink, it could be just something nice. Do something nice for yourself at least once a week. You know, you can be able to look back at the week and be like, what did I do that was just for me, something nice for me, you know, and treat yourself. You know, I think romanticizing our lives, I mean, we watch movies and they're romantic and they're carefree, and you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, no care what is happening in the world, and you know, it all looks roses, and it just looks like you're living a princess life, you know. But it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, we all know life is lifing, things are happening, but it's important when you can take away moments to romanticize your life and just breathe and have a day of just relaxation and just bringing calm and peace into your life, and really setting the tone for the week ahead, which is why I love doing my, you know, self-care routine on a Sunday or a weekend. Sometimes I'll do it on a Saturday if I know my Sunday is going to be busy, but just really to set the tone for the week ahead, because I might not have time to run a bubble bath, to grab a book and sit down quietly for like an hour during the week. But I know that if my weekends are calm and I can pick a day where I can really just be by myself. And sometimes romanticizing my life personally for me could be just putting on some worship music and just sitting in my bedroom and just listening to worship music, praying, meditating, you know, speaking to God. I feel most connected to God when I'm by the ocean. I love going to the beach. I love going to somewhere peaceful, somewhere quiet, where I can just be in awe of his creation and just speak to God. Sometimes you're just there, you just cry, you speak your truth, you just have honest conversations with God and yourself, and it's just you and him, no one else. It's just you and him. So that is also part of some of the things that I love to do to romanticize my life. I also love to go on a very lovely shopping spree. I mean, show me a woman who doesn't love shopping. Not a few, not a lot, just perhaps just a few. I love shopping, you know, and I love to do it seasonally. I'm not a big shopper. Like every month I go wild, I go all out. But especially as we transition into new seasons, I love buying winter stuff in the summer seasons. They're more affordable. As we're stepping into the summer, springtime, you know, things will pop up and an item comes to mind and I'm like, oh, actually I need that in my closet, you know. And I love creating lists. So I will look in my closet and be like, okay, I think I need maybe a pair or two of new jeans. I will jot that down. I will write maybe like now, the other day I was just looking through my closet. I need like new white shirts to go with my suits, or just like creating like a look like jeans and a nice crisp white shirt. So I'm looking for that. I'm on the lookout for a great shirt. So I will note things down that I know I need, and when the time comes and the season comes for me to go shopping for that, then I know I'm getting a good, you know, great items that I need, and I'm not just shopping because it's being advertised everywhere and I feel like I need that item, you know. So a great shopping spree, such a great way to spoil yourself, and it might not be just fashion. It may be tech. Perhaps you're into technology, gadgets that you've been looking forward to getting. I know everybody's currently raving about the new iPhone that's coming out, or that's come out already. I'm not big on tech. If it works, it works, and you know, it's the same thing for me with like cars. I'm not really big on the latest model, and Mercedes has this, BMW has that, or whatever that is out there. I'm quite modest when it comes to cars, to be honest. Like it drives well, it gets me from point A to B, it's safe, it has like great little safety gadgets or whatever, you know. For me, I'm not too picky because I know there are people that are very like, oh my goodness, this new model is coming out next year, I'm saving up for it, I'm getting that, I'm gonna trade my car in, I'm doing this, and I'm like, whoa, is that necessary? You know, but for them it is. For me, it's not personally. And I get excited about other things. I get excited over fragrances. I get excited over new dishes. You know, I go on Pinterest and I pin so many recipes, and I get excited of trying new recipes for my family, cooking for my kids, my family, my loved ones. You know, so there's certain things that excite us. And speaking of food, romanticizing your life, food for me is a love language. I love food. I've always loved food. If you guys have followed me for quite some time, you know I even have an Instagram page just dedicated to all my food adventures and my recipes and all of that. And I do have a blog that's coming that's going to be linked to my social media pages, and that is Allegra's Kitchen. I almost said Allegro_D. That's my Instagram, my personal Instagram handle. But if you find Allegra's Kitchen on social media, on Instagram, that's my foodie page. Especially when I travel, I love trying out traditional foods in other parts of the world, and then I come back home, I love to recreate those recipes that I perhaps had. I remember a time where I went to Nigeria and I had the jollof rice, and I came back and I recreated that at home. When I went to India and I had their curries, I went all out. Like, I've been to India three times, and I went all out buying their spices, and I came back home and I was doing the curries, and I was in that vibe. So I love traveling, and when I travel, I like to eat what the locals eat, so I can get into the local cuisine, and then I come back home and I try something different, and with a little South African twist to it. So food is a love language for me, and I love to go to the finest of restaurants, but it's not only the finest of restaurants that you get great food. In fact, for me, with my food journey, I find that the most tastiest, delicious food is found in just really the most random of corners in the world. Like, you just go to some random food market and you will have the best burger of your life. And it's like, what? I had to come all this way to this place, and this is where I find the great food, whatever it is that you were out eating. So sometimes people like to, I guess, miss the mark when they think that these fine dining restaurants are the only places that you can really enjoy great food, which is quite the opposite for me. I mean, yes, you find some really exceptional fine dining restaurants that deliver on not just the taste of the food, but it's the presentation. Food is an art. The portion control, I know, sometimes gets people, because they're like, hang on, I'm not paying that much for this. It's not even filling. But trust me, when you go on a fine dining experience, because you're not just having one course, it's most likely 3 up to 6 courses. You leave full. Trust me, there's a reason why they portion them the way they do. But anyway, before I get into all my foodie talk, so food for me is definitely a love language. I love to eat. People who love me love to bring me food. They love to cook for me. They love to take me out. It's just one of the things that I love, to romanticize my life. And if I cook for you, I love you. And if I cook for you, I want to enjoy a great meal with you. I love your company. So I love to cook for people. And that is how I also express my love for people. My kids enjoy the best of meals. They just like, Mommy, what did you make today? When I pick them up from school, my oldest will be like, Mommy, what are we eating for dinner? Mommy, what did you make? Or Mommy, can you make this? On order. Yeah, so anyway, enough about food and romanticizing your life, but I would like to know how you romanticize your life. There's so many ways to romanticize your life. Like I said, it could be food, it could be traveling, it could be really just being home by yourself and doing the things that you enjoy to do, things that some people might not even see that as romantic, as romanticizing your life and taking care of yourself, but to you, that is self-care, that is self-love, and that's how you take care of yourself and show yourself that you are appreciated. You appreciate your being, your well-being, and everything about you. So the moral of this video, the moral of the story that I really wanted to share is that don't equate romanticizing your life to having a lot of money, and don't put it off because you think, well, I don't have enough money right now to romanticize my life. It might not be that international trip to Paris, but you can go on a local staycation. You can find a nice hotel. Sometimes you just don't feel like sleeping in your own bed. That's all right. Book something, save up and, book a weekend away where you just go and sleep in a nice hotel that you really wanted to go to, have breakfast in bed, and then you just have a lovely weekend. And if you're one of those people like me, I love that hotel feel at home. Like, one of my sisters loves saying to me that when I come to your place, I don't even know if I should touch stuff because everything just looks so a little bit over the top, is what she says. But for me, it's not. For me, it's not over the top. Even now, I've got little kids. that they can run around, they can touch stuff, they can do, you know. But I think the reason she says that is because my bedroom is almost all white. My bedding is white, it's soft, it feels luxurious. It feels like I lay my head down on my pillows and my head sinks in, you know. So I buy the finest of pillows and duvets and all of that because I want that hotel feel even in my house. I don't want to just feel that way and get excited every time I'm like sleeping at a hotel, you know. I have that at home, you know. I've got the white towels, I've got the nice carpets, I've got, you know, I love that, you know. I use the best mugs in my house for me that I love. I use my best dishes. I'm not waiting for Christmas and whatever holiday. Like, I use that when I'm serving, even if it's not a special occasion, it's just for me and my family. I serve up in the most amazing dishes because I just want to eat well and I treat myself, you know. I'm not putting that all for once or twice a year or just seasonally. That's just something that I like to do every day, you know. Of course there are our normal dishes that we use, but then I use my things. Basically, I just use things. I'm not gonna put things off and be like my mom, who's like, that tea set is only for when visitors come. I even say that to her a lot. I'm like, Ma, please enjoy your stuff. You bought it, you liked it, it's for you. If visitors happen to come, you'll take it out for them too, but use it, it's yours, you know, and enjoy it. So that's how I really treat just romanticizing my life and how I go about doing things. I don't really wait for any special occasion. If anything, on that special occasion, I go over the top. Like, I go over and over because I go over the bare minimum and what I'm used to and the everyday. Like, for someone else that might be like, oh my goodness, I only do that on special occasions. For me, I would love that just to be an everyday thing. I hope I'm making sense, you know. So don't put it off. Romanticize your life the best way you can and how you can. Don't put pressure on yourself because of social media. The girls are out there taking trips, the girls are out there getting, you know, things done. It's the cars, it's whatever it is. That's fine, you know, that's fine. That can be on your vision board. That can be on when I make my bag, when I get that bag, when I get my money up and I'm good, I'm gonna get this and this for myself because I deserve it. But in the meantime, this is what I have to work with and I'm gonna live it up nonetheless. You know, I think that should be your mentality and not just hoping for the future and always putting things off because in 10 years time I'll be able to afford that. In 10 years time I will have the white bedding, the white towels in my house, and I will live that luxury hotel life. No, do it now. You don't have to wait all the time and postpone things, great things in your life, things that you want to enjoy. So those are just some of the examples that I wanted to share with you on how you can romanticize your life. Please do comment down in the comment section some of the things that you love to do and how you romanticize your life. I'm just thinking about it now. The weather in Joburg has been so funny. I mean, it was hot. We had a heat wave just over the weekend and the past 2 days have been quite chilly. I'm in the house, the temperature's up, which is why I'm not wearing anything warm, but it's quite chilly outside. And I'm just thinking of like hot chocolate with some marshmallows, some hazelnut syrup, and for someone that might be so simple, so basic, but again, romanticize your life. The things that you see on movies, the things that you feel like are too far out of your reach, do those things for yourself. And don't wait when you have like a partner. I know some people are like, I'm waiting to get married or have the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend to do these things for me. Do those things for yourself. Do those things for yourself. And then when the partners come, when the husbands, the wives come, trust me, it will be over the top and you'll enjoy it even more. So I hope this video has inspired you. Once you finish watching it, you're going to do something nice for yourself. You are going to run that bubble bath. You are going to switch off your phone or turn it on, do not disturb, and just breathe and just take time for yourself and relax. That's the word of the day, relax. So thank you so much for watching the video and I hope you join me on my next one. Bye.